U.S. men's national team. How about this from Borussia Dortmund? They announced their squad numbers today, and one noticeable change was that of Jude Bellingham, who will now have Gio Reyna's formerly number 7. Reyna will now wear the number 21. He had been wearing the number 7 since 2021 upon his arrival here with Dortmund. Jeff, is this something, nothing, or everything? This maybe little message that Dortmund is sending to Reyna?
Well, I think this is just the latest sign that Gio Reyna needs to leave. He needs to get out of Dortmund and find a better playing situation. Obviously, Parma has been in the mix. That's kind of gone quiet in recent weeks, but Parma just recently sold Simon Sohm to Fiorentina for about $20 million. So I think the hope there is that, with that cash on hand, the Gio Reyna deal can go through. But obviously, the two sides need to agree on price. So, until that happens, Reyna's going to be in limbo a little bit. But listen, his time this summer would have been much better spent with the U.S. men's national team at the Gold Cup. I mean, because for Dortmund, he barely played. I mean, it was like, 12 minutes or something like that. So, for them to take that number away from him, I mean, clearly it sends a signal that, the latest signal that they are not counting on him to be a big-time contributor in any way. And, he really needs to move on. And, the question is, will he do it? I mean, he's had opportunities before. He's had, there was the loan to Nottingham Forest that just didn't work out on any level. He could have gone to other places that I think would have offered more playing time. So he needs to make a decision to leave, and then it's got to be the right decision in terms of what club he lands at. I mean, I think Serie A would be a good landing point. But, obviously everything has to line up. The clubs have to agree. He has to agree. And hopefully this gets done in terms of his reported move to Parma, but we'll see.
I mean, Seb, will this be the straw that broke the camel's back here for Giovanni Reyna?
I mean, it's pretty clear Dortmund don't value the player, right? What did Jeff say? 12 minutes at the Club World Cup. They're giving away his jersey to the newest signing. It seems they only value him when it comes to the number attached to him on the transfer market. Just a few months ago, they were asking for like 18 million. Now it's down to 12. I think Jeff mentioned in the Parma deal, Parma's offering something like, 6 or 7 million? I mean, the difference between 12 million and 6 or 7 doesn't sound like a lot in the world of football finances, right? It's only $6 or $7 million, but it's double the valuation, right? Like Dortmund has set this valuation so high that a Serie A team is coming in and their best offers is half of what Dortmund wants. Look, Dortmund at this point, this is an academy kid effectively for them. Whatever they sell him for, they're going to make money on it. They clearly have no use for the player. We've pointed the finger at Gio Reyna, and certainly what has happened at Dortmund, his failure, if you want to call it that, at Dortmund, a lot of that lies at his feet. But at this point, Dortmund just needs to let him go. 4 million, 5 million, 6 million, whatever Parma's willing to give, get him off your books, let the player move on, and let your team move on. It's over. And guys, we've been doing this segment for like 2 or 3 years on this show. I don't want to come back in another year or two and have to do it again. Dortmund move on. Let's get Gio somewhere else, and let's see what he actually is as a player.
Yeah, unfortunately for Sebi, Dortmund doesn't care what Sebi says. They want their money. And Sebi may say they've not invested a lot in him because he's an academy player, but they've invested plenty in him. But when he went to Nottingham Forest, they actually gave him a new deal with the idea of selling him and recuperating some good money. Not too long ago, and I know Sebi, I know Jeff, I know everybody listening and watching this show will remember that he was one of the youngest players on Dortmund, one of the best players in his category around the world. He was one of the wonder kids, the next one to blow up. And he was playing at Dortmund, and he was getting good quality minutes, and he was featuring for the U.S. men's national team. And he went to the World Cup at 18 years of age. So a long time ago, this kid's ceiling was through the roof. Well, literally, was somewhere else. It was asking Christian Pulisic numbers of him. That's the road he would have gone down. And we know Christian Pulisic went to Chelsea for 70 million. That was their plan. That was their plan. That's what they thought for him. So they rewarded him for it, even when he didn't deserve it. When he wasn't playing, when he was getting constantly injured, when he couldn't be on the field, they rewarded him with a new contract, with longevity, with security. So I understand Dortmund here. Dortmund have committed to the kid for a long time. They want to see something come out of it. So if the evaluation was 18 million and one team is saying 6, it's not just, hey, let him go for free. This is a business. And part of that business...
What's his value sitting on the bench another year?
It doesn't
what
matter.
Happens to his
that
value?
is their prerogative because that is their product.
But if they're doing it for money, take the money now.
So if
You're
the
not going
player
to play
wants
him
to let
for another year.
If the player wants to let his career waste away, that's on him. Dortmund are fulfilling their end of the bargain. And what they want to do is recuperate some of that loss because to them, this has been a loss. While Sebi may say, this is an investment because he's an academy kid. No, he's not an academy kid. He came from New York. It's not like they brought him up through the ranks.
Right, but you don't want to stifle the kid,
well,
too.
He's already, no, Dortmund don't care about stifling the kid. Dortmund think about this as a business, as about a product.
Morally speaking, that would be the
that's on Giovanni Reyna stifling himself. Because you can say here wasting away.
You think there's a $15 million bid out there for Gio Reyna?
No,
do you honestly believe that?
I think Dortmund is well within their right to say, you know what? It's not $6 million. We're gonna get 10 out of this. We're gonna get 9 out of this. Whatever the case may be, because they have that right. And here's the other thing, okay? Jeff is saying right there, wasted away. He would have been better off with the U.S. men's national team this summer. Excuse me, Jeff. He was with the U.S. men's national team during the Nations League in the Final Four. This kid, when they needed a goal, they looked down the bench, they saw him, and they said, Mr. Pochettino said, nah, I'm good. I'm okay. Not today. So I don't know. I think this is more on Gio. And Seb, you're right. We've been doing this segment for 3 years. When is it on Gio? When will it be on Gio?
It'll be on Gio when he gets to a place that's actually going to play him, Herc, and we know Dortmund isn't that place, okay? We know he's not at the level of Dortmund. Can we move on from this conversation
and it wasn't at the U.S. men's national team either. When is it going to be on the player? No coach goes against his own interest.
Are you a stockholder at Dortmund?
Seb, no,
are you so concerned that they make an extra few $1 million?
Who's telling you that there's 3 different scenarios for the same player and he doesn't play. So why is it on the 3 different teams?
3 different teams?
He didn't play at Forest, he didn't play at Dortmund, and he's not playing with the U.S. men's national team. When is it on the player?
A lot of it's on the player, Herc. I said that the first time around. A lot of the issues over the past few years fall at the feet of Gio Reyna. The discussion now is what's going to happen to him. Literally, the discussion is, what is Dortmund doing with him since they just gave away his number? They gave away his freaking number, Herc. It's time to move on.
It's not his number.
How would you feel, though? If
that something is wrong with it, and I've been there. What is going on with me? What is going on with me? Because it can't be everybody's fault.
How old were you when that happened, though, if I can ask?
It's happened many times.
He's a kid.
It happened when I was 18. It happened when I was 27, and it's going to happen in my career. This is what happens to football.
You are a product. You're asking him to change Dortmund's mind, and they're not going to do it.
The sooner you realize you are a product with a short shelf life, the better. Because it can't be this, woe is Gio. Everybody's treating Gio wrong. Dortmund's a big bad. No, come on. At what point is it going to be Gio's fault? Like, Gio's got to take responsibility here. At one point, can we just say, Gio, it's on you?
I mean, maybe it's time, right?
You just said it. You just said it.
We don't know what's going on.
I don't think anybody disagrees with you, Herc, but at this time, the decision to sell is on Dortmund. When the reports are telling us that everybody's agreed except for Dortmund coming down to the market price, that responsibility is Dortmund's. And I get the point you make that they have the right to hold out for as much money as they want. And that's true. But at the end of the day, they got to get something for this kid, and his value's not going to go up rotting away on their bench.
And I'm just saying we've seen similar situations in Liga MX specifically where we criticize the club for not letting them go for a lower price and then having them stick around in La Liga MX instead of seeking another opportunity, whether it's leading up to a World Cup, whether it's just improving your career period at the club level.